Okay, so now that the topic is that the sound guys suck. Anyway, so Society X is like kind of my company, and what we're doing is we're trying to revolutionize the residential experience and basically bring experiences like this to residents around the country. Something different, I think, especially for the music. It's bringing people in a place where they'll appreciate amazing music. It might not be the music that they're searching for, but then when they're there, they're like, okay, this is what I like. And I think finding live music is really hard right now. So what made you decide that this was for you, becoming a professional singer, and that you're gonna keep going down that road, and then like kind of like what's next? Where can we find you outside of Society X at Summer Sounds? So
Wow. I never set out to do this. I came across jazz very. It wasn't randomly, but it was. Yeah, it could have also not happened. And I'm from Israel, so I had to. It happened like towards the end of high school, where I even started listening to jazz and maybe sang a little bit, but then I had to go to the army because it's mandatory.
When you're 18, right?
Yeah. And then I always remembered like throughout my army service that I had a very small success and like doing gigs in my local city, and I said, well, I have to try at least applying to a school for music just to make sure that I don't regret anything. Like that was why I went to do it. And then I ended up getting accepted to a program that has a partnership with New York, and every year I was like, oh, let's just see if I can make it another year and see. I still haven't like decided, but I guess I've been doing it for like over 10 years now, so it's been. But I didn't like. It wasn't like I decided that I was going to be a jazz singer at age 12 or something. I kind of fell in love with it as I went, and it's very magical. Yeah. And this is like being in this city or the area is just amazing because it's where the music started and it's where the audiences are the best for it. And it's an amazing, crazy life.
And how did you meet your bands?
So like me, there's so many other people who came to New York to get the best musical experience, and all of them, including Dan, who's actually Israeli, I met in the scene, the drummer. I met on the scene, like in jazz clubs in New York, and just on shows that we ended up accidentally doing together, and then now I book them on my gigs.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you have an album coming out?
I do. My new album is Where Flamingos Fly. It's coming out July 28th, which is very soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Very soon.
Where can we find the album?
It's going to, well, I have some physical copies where you can get them on my website. And then there's also, it's going to be on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
It's called Where Flamingos Fly. It's my name, Naama.
I love it.
And yeah, it's exciting.
Where'd you find the inspiration for this album?
I wanted to create like a vulnerable, honest project. It's why I do what I do. I feel like if I have this opportunity to tell stories and connect to people in ways that most people don't get a chance to do, and I think it's amazing and I love it. So I thought, how could I do this through a recording, which is different because it's not me singing, face to face to them. And one of the ways was just to choose material that was really personal and sometimes sad, sometimes happy, but very human. And then I also, you didn't hear it here, but the album itself has vibraphone, which makes it like really magical.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of like less I don't know how crowd pleasing it is, but it's very I don't know, like vulnerable and real. So that was, I guess.
What's one song what's one song we should look out for on the album that speaks to you?
I love Waltz for Debbie. I just did it here. It's a song about a girl that has a room full of her stuffed animals and toys, but then grows up and goes into the world, and while her teddy bear watches and cries and misses her, I think it's just beautiful. And it also it reminds me of how children are so innocent and beautiful, and how we grow up and forget this magic, and just remember it sometimes.
I like it.
As adults, just for a minute or two. that's what I hope this song does for people.
All right, last question, because it's been a long, hot day. What are you reading or listening to right now?
Oh my God. I am listening to so many things. I listen to a lot of jazz right now. There's this, one of the amazing vocalists is Shirley Horn, who's great. So I kind of can't stop listening to this one album of hers that's called Loads of Love, which is also a song that I did already. I'm trying to like not do all the songs on that album, but it's hard. So that one's amazing. And there's a book that I haven't started yet, but really want to. It's called The Artist Way.
Okay.
And it's actually a book about being creative, whether you're an artist or someone who has a corporate life and wants to find ways to, bring creativity to their lives. And it's full of exercises and ways to go on a journey of creation and creativity. So that's my next.
That's actually, I probably need to read that.
It's pretty awesome from what I started and from what I hear people around me do. So.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here tonight. I know you took this on a whim. You're like, how did you find me? So
yeah, I'm so happy that it's awesome. Thanks for having me.
No, this was great, and just bringing you to this community was incredible. So thank you for that, and appreciate you being here.
Thank you. I appreciate being here, and I'm gonna go eat some truck food for sure.
Yeah, you need to.
I have to, right?
Okay, thank you so much,
Jackie.